I'm going to show you some new tech called edpuzzle. To get to edpuzzle, all you're going to do is search edpuzzle, and it's going to bring up the options here. And just click on the first option of edpuzzle, and it'll bring you to this page where you can sign up. Now, edpuzzle is completely free. This could be used for teachers, especially. But it's a great tool to learn some things about your students, to teach things, and also to see how much they're retaining when you do teach or as they watch the video. So I have already created an edpuzzle account, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. All you need to log in is you choose whether you are a teacher or a student. Now you will need some permissions from parents in order to have students use this site. The school may already have a blanket for that, but you may have to actually send home a new permission. So just check with your, your teachers about, or your staff about that. I'm going to go ahead and log in as a teacher, and I already have my account, so it automatically just pulls it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in, and you're going to see what I come up to. So when you come in, you're going to see a page that will be blank, actually, and it'll give you a chance to set up your classes, and you can import straight from Google Classroom, so that's great. All of that information can come straight in from there. You have an option of content, and there's lots of different kinds of content. If you look here, you can go to curriculum. And you can search by school. I am the only school teacher in our school that has set up this account at this point. So, and then you also have your content. So this is stuff that you've actually added to your page. I'm going to go back to curriculum, and I want to show you a little bit. There are different curriculum options here. You have elementary school, and when you come to that, it will give you curriculum by subject, curriculum by grade, ESL, and special education. There are some great social skills information here under the special education, and it's just, it's great to look at. But you can go back, I'm going to back out of this, and you can have the same thing for middle school, social, emotional, special education, electives, world languages. And if you click on one of these, I'm just going to click on a math here. It's going to bring up underneath this so many different options. And these are just searching for some edpuzzles that have already been done. And so let's look at angles here and types of angles. There's lots of different edpuzzles, videos that have already been made by other people that you have access to, that you can add to your content. And so if you want to add content, I'm going to go back out here to curriculum. I'm going to look at an elementary school one by grade. So let's say I want to add a fourth grade math video about multiplication. And there are so many different videos here that you can look at. And let's just open one up and look at it here. Multiplication. This is from Khan Academy, so there's even lots of names. You can look at this here. You can just download it and you can watch the video. If you want to add that to your content, all you have to do is click here to do add copy to my content, and then when you come back over here to your content page, it will bring up it'll bring up your content. When you come back here to my content, anything you add will show up here on your my content page. Once you have content that you've added, or you have uploaded a video of your own that you've made, you have the option of assigning it to a class. To assign to a class, you just come up here to my classes, and I have one class trial, and the only person in that class is myself. But let me show you a little bit about a couple of the videos that I found that I added to my content, just straight from what other people have. You have other popular channels over here that you can also look at that range from all different kinds of videos for your students to watch. or just to watch or to learn. But here's a video that was made by another teacher, and we'll just watch a little bit of it. It's about classifying triangles. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this, and you can see what kind of options you have here.
A triangle has 3 sides. The angles inside at 180.
So there you can see there's just a video that you can assign to your students. All you have to do to assign it is just click this button right here where it says assign, and it'll assign it to a class. So I'm going to assign it. I'm going to assign it to my trial class. The start date is going to be today. The due date, you can choose whatever date you want in the future that you want to assign your children or your students the option to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just say that they have a little over a week to do that. You save it and assign that, and it will come up as an assignment, and it'll show you all the students here. You can see the students that it's been assigned to, if they've watched it, what their grade is, if they've started it and haven't finished it, if they've turned it in. And let me show you how you would turn something in just by watching this. So let's watch this 2-minute video here. Or actually, let's go find one that's a little bit shorter. If I go back to curriculum and go to elementary school and special education social skills, this one is a person no matter how small. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, I'm going to open it up, I'm going to add it to my content, and then I'm going to go back over here to where my content is. I'm going to choose this video and I'm going to assign that. I'm going to assign it to my trial class and have a due date of the 7th to watch that. And I'm going to assign that. All right. And now I have assigned that to myself, and then I can see whether or not they have watched that whole video. If I want, there's a different kind of video that you can watch, and this is what I really like about edpuzzle, is that if you look at this one about inference, as you watch this video, I'm going to go back in and watch it as a teacher, and I've watched 10% of this, so I'm going to go ahead and watch the rest of this video of inference, and just go back out to my content here and go to this inference video. I'm going to watch it, and I'll show you what I like so much about this. Each one of these little questions here, question marks, is going to ask a question to the students as you go through it. So we're going to watch this inference video. And then when you get to each one of these little questions, it'll pop a question up over here. So what can you infer is this man's man's jobs? The sentence starter can be, I can infer blank because blank. So then your students can write in they type in their answer there, and then they click submit. And we're just going to go ahead and say, I can infer he is a reporter because of all the papers on his desk. Okay, I've answered that question. I'm going to go ahead and submit it, and it's going to be graded from there, and then I can continue with the video. The video is going to continue on until I get to the next question. All right, so that's going to continue all the way through this video, but then I can come back to my classes and look at my classes and go to the inference video and see that I have created part of that, but I haven't finished it, so I haven't turned it in, but I can grade it and turn it in from there. I am just really excited about this. There are so many different options of ways to evaluate. The two standards that I chose for this are the ISTE S6B, which is create original works or responsibly repurpose or remix digital resources into new creations. And then I also chose ISTE E5A, use technology to create, adapt, and personalize learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. And I love this, that you could assign different videos to different students or to different classes just based on what they need. If you see a student that's struggling, and you can add a little bit more of a content to that, or just to ask them, see what they know in a different way than just doing paper and pencil work. And I look forward to sharing some of this information with my other teachers and getting used to this. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.